you want to target all of your muscles, but you don't have a lot of time, space, or equipment, then this video is for you. We're going to work all of those muscles today, and probably some you didn't even know you had, all by just using your own body weight. All you will need is a mat or your bed, and we're going to start standing and end lying down. So let's get started. First one, you're going to go right into a single leg deadlift, shifting that weight backwards. I'm going to bend this opposite leg, and I'm going to come right out to the side. So now I'm using both sides, hamstrings and the glutes as well. So coming down, lift, and open. Really shifting, like I said, with those hips back with that standing leg. That's one. Make sure you do both sides. Number two, you're going to find a wall or a door that's steady and supportive, isn't going to move on you. We're going to get those quads fired up. So you're going to go, again, back against the wall, feet far enough away so that as you do slide down, you're not going to kill your knees or your toes or your feet, and then you're going to slide right back up. So this is kind of level one. To make it harder, you could add, a little march down there. To make it even harder, you can do this single leg. Whoops, don't do that. Don't let your back come away from the wall there. And again, if you're doing single leg, make sure to do it on both sides, right? All right, last one, standing. Hang on if needed, obviously for any of them. You're going to go into just a tiny bit of a squat, shift on over, and then we're going to lift this leg right out to the side. Try not to let it come forward at all, like so, and obviously both sides here too. If you actually want the follow along video for this, it's available on my Patreon page, which I'll link below for you. All right, we're going to go down onto the ground, right? We got all those legs and those side glutes going. Now we're going to work some of that back as well as those glutes. So I'm going to bring my heels together and my toes apart. Elbows are going to come right down to the mat. I want to think about squeeze those buns, press those elbows in, and then lift that butt up. So by bringing those toes open, I get a little bit better glute contraction. Pressing my elbows in gets those lats, which really, again, both of these muscles help support that back and help to strengthen the back and the butt all together there. All right, next one, focusing more on the abs and the pelvis. We're going to go into my struggling turtle, which I've renamed from the dead bug. But keep that neutral, happy pelvis position. Bring those legs and arms up. And then it's going to be opposite arm and opposite leg, right? Trying to make sure that nothing is moving but that arm and that leg, right? Back and pelvis stay right straight in the middle. If that's too much, you can go ahead and bring one foot to the ground. That will give your back even a little bit more support. And if it's too easy, make it more challenging, and this is a tough one, think about pressing those feet right up to the ceiling as best as you can. You can always use your hands down here too to help a little bit, and then add that little dead bug in. When you're doing that little lift up towards the ceiling, try and make sure you don't go backwards, that you're really trying to lift up and use those pelvic muscles as much as you can. All right, we're gonna go onto our side to get some of those oblique muscles, and again, some of those glute and even arm muscles a little bit. Make sure that you're in a nice straight line as you go to do this, squeezing into that shoulder blade. Easiest level on the ground is going to be with those knees bent, and you're going to come up and then just barely dip down so that you're touching, but barely touching, right? And come right back up. If this is too difficult to do, you can easily raise the surface by doing it on like a coffee table or your bed or even on the wall. The higher you go, the easier it will be. Now to add a little bit more challenge, you can straighten the top leg out, or you can even straighten both legs out, okay? And we're gonna go back to this bent leg. If you need a little in between there, if you do this little lift here and then lift that top leg, now you're getting double whammy because you're working both sides. You have to stabilize even more as you're starting to move around there. All right, this next one is gonna look a little bit funky, but trust me on this, it works, especially if your leg is heavier than your arm, right? which it probably is. So we're going to work those biceps. I'm actually going to let my leg be heavy, and I'm going to curl that leg up. All right, nice and slow and controlled, and you can see that bicep working right there. You can even bring your body up a little bit, making sure that you pull in those abs. And now you're still using your biceps, but getting a little bit more ab workout in there too. And then lastly, we're going to get some of those supportive muscles in through the back of the shoulder blade. So I'm going to go right onto my stomach. Head's going to go down. I'm going to bring my hands behind me. Now the first part of this exercise is lift that chest up, squeeze into those shoulder blades, and then you're going to try to turn those palms so that those thumbs are pointing up and palms are facing out. And then you're coming back down. So lift, squeeze, and really think about pull those arms down. You should really feel that towards those shoulder blades in the middle of that spine. Whew! So there you have it. Your whole body in one little quick session. So thanks so much for tuning in today. Please subscribe if you like this information. Thank you so much for watching today. If you would like to support me as well as reduce some pain and get rid of the appearance of that cellulite, click the link below to order your own Derma Edge, a device that I created and patented when I was going through the middle of Lyme disease in a lot of pain and needed a way to work on my own body. So the shape of the Derma Edge allows you to get all body parts in a gentle way. We're getting that fluid moving in between the layers, which helps you move better, helps get rid of that pain, and decreases that bumpiness of the cellulite. So make sure to click the link below to order your own.